Hello. Today I will be doing a video on Promising Young Woman. A woman exacts revenge on men who take advantage of drunk women. A movie about rape culture. I have not been to the movies since February when I saw Invisible Man. Because theaters are still closed in my state, this was the first movie that motivated me to take a bus to a different state just to see this on the big screen. Since it wasn't going to have a VOD release and I didn't want to see a crappy bootleg version on a free website, so I had planned my entire day around this damn movie and spent money on transportation just to see this freaking thing. I actually got into an argument with a theater employee who was so disgustingly rude towards me because there was a picture quality issue while watching this movie. I had no other choice but to curse him out. A lot of shit had surrounded me just because of this film. And this ended up being one of the biggest regrets of this year because the movie was utterly disappointing. The whole situation makes me not even want to go to the theater ever again. It was very traumatizing. So, when doing this review, I'm going to try not to be biased and not bash this movie to Timbuktu. The movie follows a woman who pretends to be drunk and allows men to drag her to their places so they can pretty much rape her. At a certain point, she reveals she's not really drunk and gives them a lecture on the bad things and the bad choices that they make with women. I don't consider this a spoiler because I wish someone had told me this because it would have greatly impacted whether or not I would have made such an effort to watch this movie. But the film is nothing like I Spit on Your Grave. I was under the impression this was going to be a lighthearted, zany, colorful revenge movie against men. It kinda is, but there's no murders. There's no blood. It's not a horror movie. It was very underwhelming. The lead character herself is very underwhelming. However, the best part about this was how predictable it was. It catches you by surprise several times, which is a good and bad thing. It's obviously a good thing because who wants to see something they can see a mile away? It's bad because, like I mentioned before, it was underwhelming. It's getting quote unquote revenge on people, but not really. She's basically all talk. And I like my revenge to be savage and no mercy. The actress who's the lead character is a perfect candidate to play a psycho, but her character never goes there. She's crazy psycho, but in a different way. And speaking of the actress, I thought she was way too old to be playing someone who just turned 30. I thought she was 40 the entire time. She's a very rough looking 30. And I won't give away what happens in the end, but I would have preferred a much morbid ending. There's a scene involving a guy getting a text message, and the text messages never stop. It's one after another. And I thought it was too much. One or two texts would have brought it home, but instead they beat us over the head with what the movie is trying to say. Like, get it? Get it? You get it? We're saying this. Do you get it now? See? This is what we're trying to do. See? It's like they think the audience is too stupid to put two and two together. You don't have to talk at us. But yeah, another positive thing I will say is that the movie isn't boring. My eyes were always glued to everything that was going on. It was just a letdown, and I give it a 4 out of 10 for all the scenes I did like, which I can't get into because of spoilers. But there's a lot of suspense with just dialogue alone. Like, the dialogue is really good in the movie, and that was like the best part of the movie was just two characters sitting across from each other. Like, the suspense was building and building because you knew something was gonna happen. So yeah, 4 out of 10.